here for you guys this evening. There's going to be fireworks, a light show, lasers. But before that,
what's going on?
Yeah,
I got it. So what you're looking at is guys that just got this whole live broadcast set up about 2 seconds ago, because tonight is Fan Fest here at Bank of America Stadium. It's loud, so we're going to try to not yell, because I know you guys can't hear all that yelling, but we don't have on headsets like the fancy station. But we wanted to make sure that we got on live from the field, because, I mean, this I was telling Andre, who hasn't been live yet in terms of being on the field during training camp, that this seems like a lot of the 2015 vibe, not in terms of like we're winning, but in terms of fans being excited, right? So we wanted to make sure we got out here, went live from the field before Fan Fest, talked with you guys, see what questions you may have. We only got until about 6:20 that we could do this. So that's why, again, it was so important that we get in at this time. So let me go back to the formal introduction because I was rushing so quickly. I'm Chris Jenkins, AKA Man of the People, alongside my great co-host, Andre Cassidy, here. Thank you for coming back for your second season of Charlotte.
Absolutely, and I love the atmosphere already. The gates haven't even, well, have they opened yet, the gates?
Yeah, the gates were open since 5 o'clock.
And the traffic coming in here to the stadium today was pretty heavy, I would say, for the most part, mixing it with people getting off of work and then getting here to the stadium. But like you said, the energy, I could feel it. We have a lot of potential for the season, and this is just one step closer to get to football season. Fan Fest here tonight.
Fan Fest! All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Andre's not used to being back out here, so he's staring at the computer instead of looking at you guys. I'm not like picking at him here. But I got a few things that I want to start off with. And the first one is a very, very big thank you to all of our supporters of Charlotte Vibe, this channel. Some of you have been with us for a very long time and have noticed the increase in content. Some are new. Either way it goes, a lot of you have shown appreciation. I'm a guy that wears his heart on his sleeve a little bit, and I've been really touched by the response that I've been seeing and hearing from people. And I haven't had a chance to tell Andre this yet, but just yesterday down in Spartanburg, I was very close to literally being the last person that left the field, because I was, and you're gonna laugh at this, because I was kind of laughing.
I gotta hear this.
I was taking pictures with fans, and I signed an autograph.
Oh, wow.
And the kid asked me, I said, it's just me, I'm not a player. And he's like, I know. I was like, where do you want me to sign? So he told me like the little roster sheet card, like what you had. Yeah, so I signed an autograph yesterday, and I'm like, okay, wow, this is cool. So
it's a very surreal moment for you, I would imagine.
I just feel like I'm just trying to get you guys content, but a lot of people out there really appreciate it, and I really appreciate you guys as well. And then just today, got to give a big shout out to Chipotle. I went to Chipotle today,
all right,
and they treated me really well. And I was like, wow. They said they watched the show. And even as you just saw with us getting here today and trying to set up, there's people that we see that are want to take pictures with us and tell us keep up the good work. And it doesn't go on deaf ears. It doesn't go on like, yeah, we know we're good and we're like, no. I'm sure I speak with Andre when I say, you know, we feel privileged to be able to have credentials and be able to cover your favorite team, a team that we love as well, with Carolina Panthers, and get you the content that you want to see. So thank you. And also, I got to give a shout out to Mrs. Jenkins, who's at home with the kids while
holding it down.
Right. So, you know, we don't think about it, but every time that you guys see me here at a game, that means I'm not at home with my family. My wife is doing a good job of taking care of everybody, holding it down, while I continue to build this channel of Charlotte Vibe. So that's some thank yous that I really want to say.
She's the real MVP, as they say.
Yes, she is absolutely
100%
the real MVP. So I'm going to show a little bit of the crowd really quick, and then we're going to go ahead and get into some of your questions that are coming along. The screen has a bright glare, but I'm going to do my best to check it out. So hopefully this will work, and I won't mess up everything, but let's see if I can give you guys a little preview. Andre, you can narrate.
Yeah, so we're here, and like I said, coming into the stadium today, you know, there was a lot of energy, a lot of crowd noise. It's starting to fill in right now, but obviously there's still more people filing in as they get ready to see Bryce Young really for the first time here at Bank of America Stadium. And the energy level is pretty noticeable. Like Chris said, and I'll piggyback off of what he said initially, like the energy level definitely has the potential to match some of the seasons past back in 2015 in terms of just the hype for, you know, a new coach, new quarterback. As you can see, people starting to file into the stadium here. But there is a lot of potential for this season, and I hope all of you do feel that way, just based off of some of the comments that we've been seeing on our YouTube channel and kind of just throughout, you know, the city of Charlotte and the greater Charlotte community. There's definitely a lot of hype, a lot of excitement, and you know, that's all that we ask for, you know. And I was having this conversation with Chris too. Just the whole idea of just being relevant again, and, you know, just being above water. You know, that's something that we want to see around here, because, and I was telling him this too, the last time that we made the playoffs, I was in my junior year of high school. That was
it's been a while.
5 years ago, going on 6. So we're hoping for something great here, and this is just the start of it all tonight here at FanFest.
Yes. So we're going to go ahead and go through some of these comments, and again, hopefully we're not sounding like we're yelling. You got to get used to that, because we haven't been in a stadium doing a live show in a while. I think we did last year in Atlanta.
Right.
And like we had to use, like, we can't yell over the speakers. Just know that if we hold the mic close, you can hear it. So we'll get used to that, which is good, because this year we open in Atlanta, and we will be on the field pregame in Atlanta as well. So let's go ahead and jump in some of these comments. And we got lots of good comments, so here we go.
What we got?
Sam Smith says he's so ready.
You and me both.
Lomax says what's up.
What's good?
Underground West, we're in the building, keep pounding.
All right.
The OFL podcast, let's go. Carolina Panthers Germany, let's go. Uh-oh, who's this? Can you see who that is?
Oh!
And they said, hi, Andre.
Well, what's going on? Good to see you, man.
Holding
it down.
Mrs. Jenkins. Chris Johnson, what's going on?
What's going on, Chris?
Rodney. Yeah, a lot of people are happy to see you, man. So they've been leaving comments saying, where's Andre? Here he is.
I'm right here.
You know, hopefully, with the growth of this channel, we might be able to afford to have him more often, right?
Absolutely.
We'll get to asking for your support in a little bit. But right now, we're going to go through some more shout-outs. The man of the people, yeah, we trying. So tell us, what is FanFest exactly? So you want to take it over?
Yeah,
Go for it.
Go for it right here. So FanFest is pretty much the opportunity for Panthers fans to come into Bank of America Stadium and see the team practice live. And so you'll see basically kind of what they do in Spartanburg during training camp here in the stadium in a pretty big atmosphere kind of setup. And then typically it'll go for about an hour and a half to 2 hours per se.
Yeah, I think it's going to end, let's see, it starts at 7. So I'm going to say probably about 8:45.
Yeah.
I think the fireworks, I hope I'm not taking your part.
Oh, no, you're good.
The fireworks, which is a big part of it, like it's a lot of fanfare around FanFest.
Yeah.
Like, so right now there's cheerleaders that are about to run out. There's the percussion that's behind us. And again, later on there's going to be fireworks. It's like lots of entertainment and fun.
And it's a free event too. So that's
not anymore.
Isn't.
Not anymore. It's a
anymore.
$5 cost, and then it goes to one of the Pepper Foundations where they give back to the community. Yeah.
So close to free as you're going to get, in other words.
Very.
But nevertheless, it's a good, fun time, good family event, and a good opportunity to see for the first time what this team has to offer.
Yep. So we're going to go through some more of these comments here. Giving some shout outs. Carolina Panther for life.
100%.
This is you know, like I said, the wife's at home,
right?
Taking care of the kids, watching live,
holding it down.
And she just said that the little guy just said, "Daddy," looking at the TV. Cyrus, never mind. I won't take up the whole show talking about the family, even though they're very, very important. Carl Thompson says, "Appreciate the good work and coverage, Chris and Andre. We're here for you." So listen, This is where we again say the goal is 10,000 subscribers by the end of training camp.
And we are well on our way.
We're on our way. I promise you cannot tell me that there's another channel on YouTube where you're going to get a video live from the field pregame, where you're going to get coverage of Bryce Young throwing balls, snaps each time they have practice. So I'm asking for your subscription, but I'm also working my butt off to earn it. And the bigger we grow, the more that it helps us get interviews, the more it helps us get coaches on the show. Players, they love being in front of a crowd just like anybody else does, right? So that's why we're asking for it, so we can do more work for you guys. And I'm actually going to give you a snippet of an interview that I had yesterday with, I keep wanting to call him Sammy Robinson. I don't know why. Like, it keeps coming ahead, Sammy. I don't know, but Jamie Robinson. So here's a quick clip. If you haven't seen the full video, it's on the channel. But here's a quick clip for you that hopefully I can find with all this glare out here. All right, here we go. Just strolling in the heat. It's pretty hot.
signing a lot of autographs, interacting with the fans and stuff. Just because that's who we playing it for too. Playing it for the fans. Just giving them a show every day, and it's crazy how they be able to come out to the practices and it just make it feel like a game atmosphere.
Yeah.
Just how loud they are on the sidelines, just watching practice. You feel me? And I feel like every time I get done practice, I gotta go sign some autographs and interact with the fans because they get us crunk and prepared. You know what I'm saying? Through a hot day like today.
Oh yeah. So there you have it. Talking with Mr. Robinson. I keep wanting to call him Sammy.
Right?
I don't know why that's stuck in my head. But I see that we got right now about 85 people watching, which we appreciate. We got about 49 likes. Next, tomorrow, the Panthers are off, but guess what? We still got some content for you. Yesterday, I had the chance to talk with Jonathan Mingo. So each year, I go through the rookies, talking with each rookie. Jonathan Mingo, talked with him yesterday, so that video will be up tomorrow. So subscribe, turn your bell notification so that you can see that. And also, we got a new staff member on Charlotte Vibe. We have Patrick Snyder, who's now our staff photographer. He's been shooting sports for 20 years, and this is what I can promise you. If you love good pictures, like great pictures, you now have the best place. We're going to have photos up quicker than, I don't know if I want to say the team, because they got a staff of about 6 just handling social media on game day. But I would say within about, at most 5 minutes of a play happening in a game, that's a big play, go to our Instagram, and I promise you will see that picture on our Instagram. He's that good, and we're promising to be the best outlet for Carolina Panthers pitchers, as well as Bryce Young pitchers.
Oh, yes.
For this season.
All
right.
One question for you.
You want to dance? You want to dance? Dance for a
too
t-shirt?
hot to dance
Come
right
on,
now,
man. We got some good music going on.
They sure do.
All right. Let's go ahead and get through these
Maybe
comments.
when the sun goes down, we'll get some moves moving, right?
And also, we're going to go live post-game. So look for approximately 9:15 for Andre and I to go live, wrapping up our observations from practice.
And maybe you'll see some dance moves too. That's a little plug for you.
All right. How are you guys watching online live after this? I'm not really understanding that question. Shaquid is here. He's in section 132.
Good to see you, Shaquid.
Ali Broderick says, welcome back, fellas.
What's going on?
Tim Tizzy saying, what's going on?
Man, I was waiting for him. I haven't seen him in a while.
You
Good to
haven't seen
see
him
you,
in a while?
Tim Tizzy. I'm waiting for you, man. Got to show your face at some point this season. I've been waiting for a year. We're going to have to see it soon.
We haven't seen your face, Tim Tizzy.
We're going to have to make a bet, but I got to think of something first. We'll think of something and we'll get back to you, Tim Tizzy.
What's the big difference you're seeing between Rule and Frank?
Oh, I'm going to give that one to you because
You want me to take it?
you've been there more
mean,
than I have.
To be honest, I'm going to have to go with what I've heard from players, right? Because with the coverage that I've been doing for you guys this season, I've been laser focused on very specific parts, and that will be Bryce Young. Where is he at? How many passes he's throwing? Who's he throwing to? What the formation is? And I haven't even been able to attend all the press conferences because I'm trying to get the content out to you quickly. But what the players are saying, and they're not saying it like to say what it wasn't before, but they're giving a lot of credit to the way that they're taking care of the staff and the way that they're being coached. And even, I think it was, I believe it was Taylor Moton the other day, said that, he appreciates that they're giving guys rest based on that person and not just saying, hey, just work your butt off and fall out. Like, hey, I've been here for a while. I know they're in touch with where his body is.
Right.
And they'll get guys rest when they can't get guys rest. I can't say this, that Matt Rule, he never had a new draft pick. He never had a fresh young guy that he was working with. But I could tell with Frank Wright that he has patience in mind, right? For Bryce Young, he's been talking about, for example, he's thrown interceptions. I know at least 3 consecutive practices, Bryce has thrown those interceptions. But Frank hasn't been critical of Bryce in that.
Right.
He's saying, hey, it's okay. He's saying, hey, when you throw the ball that many times down there. So I see, at least from what I hear, that Frank is being very patient with this process. He's trying to temper expectations. There you go. And he's trying to make sure that he takes care of the guys and prepare for a little bit of, I know you want to dance. I feel it. I feel like you're about to do it. Maybe it's me. I'm just blaming it on him. So appreciate the question, Randy.
It's a very good question indeed.
We only got about 3 more minutes.
Already?
Yes, it's 6:17. And the reason why we got to end is because at 6:30, media has to be off the field with the tripods and all this stuff. So I'm going to let you take the rest of the questions. The people have been missing you.
Okay.
So I'll find them. Hopefully you can hear me good. I know it's different. But let's go for some few more here.
Give me a good
99
one.
watching and only 30. Oh, they're talking about our likes.
All right. Doing our job for us. Hit the like button.
Shaquille wants to know if we can see him.
Oh, we're flip-flopped. We got to look down over there, I think.
Hey, Panther Pickle.
Oh, here we go.
I got a chance to meet Panther Pickle down in Spartanburg.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, man,
great
how was
guy.
that?
It was great. It was awesome. Panther Nation Podcast did an event where a lot of the YouTubers were there, and I got to meet Panther Pickle.
Is he still on the Matt Corral bandwagon?
I think he is. I'll let you answer this question.
Here we go. Are you guys live all Fan Fest? So we're live for the pregame, and then we'll be up in the press box. Oh! Look who
You're dancing up there.
We got a special guest up in the stands right there.
I wish I could turn the camera on you, but I can't yet.
Mrs. Larkin up there, newlywed.
Yes, she is.
What's
Thank
good?
You, appreciate it.
I seen you. Hey.
So slight distraction there. So we might go an extra minute.
We got plenty of distractions, right?
We got slightly distracted. Lauren Ruiz, I can't say her name, say it.
Who is now Lauren Larkin.
Yes, she's married.
She's newly married as of March of this year.
Yes. She just came down, and a few voices that could distract me while I'm in my reporter zone. And she did our former co-host previous to Andre Cassidy. So great to see her.
And a great extension of Charlotte Vibe family, too.
So are you guys live all Fan Fest? I'm going to take over, I'm sorry.
Yes.
But I'm going to also wrap us up. So basically, you know how we asked for like super chats and donations, which there's now a link for Cash App if you want to send us $1, because they add up, trust me. If each person watching tonight did that, so far we'd have $135, which I can tell you helps with all this equipment that you see here. But we can't broadcast all Fan Fest. Those are reserved for the rights of people that paid lots of money to the Carolina Panthers. I forget what network it's going to be on. It's going to be live tonight, right? I think
Channel 9 may have exclusive rights to it, but don't quote me on that.
Yeah. So we will not be live. We're actually going to be busting our butt to get off of here pretty quickly. But we will come back on immediately after Fan Fest, again, approximately at about 9:15. So we're going to try to give this guy one more question because I stole that from him a little bit. Let's see.
And these are all very good questions, by the way. So thanks for commenting and leaving those likes down there in the comments as well.
All right. I'm just going to throw this question to you.
Okay.
This is going to be your first practice of training camp, right? You haven't been to Spartanburg yet.
Not recently. Not recently, yes.
You're going to be in the press box tonight. What are you going to be watching closely to report to everyone after?
I want to see how Bryce Young responds to 4 straight practices of throwing interceptions.
Okay.
I want to see how he reacts to that, because obviously this is the point in time where you want to make those mistakes. You want to have some growing pains. You want to face a little bit of adversity, because once the bright lights are on week 1 in Atlanta, it's full steam ahead. So I kind of just want to see how resilient he is, how his teammates respond to his leadership in terms of saying, hey, we got to move on to the next play. We got to look past what just happened and try to just push forward. And he has shown instances of that over the course of the past couple of practices as well. So I really want to see, can he reinforce that, and can he overcome some of those early deficiencies? Because really, if you want to know the truth, I'm fine with him making those mistakes, because at the end of the day, it's all about trying to get better and trying to be a better version of himself.
Okay. Do me a favor. I'm going to ask that you watch the defense, because I felt like since they put on pads, even though it's almost like they really only had pads on one day, because the next day they had on shells. Andre's worried if we're about to get escorted off the field because it got quiet. I don't know if you guys saw that look on his face. Andre, we're good until 6:30. I promise you. Once 6:30 hits, they'll come and get us. But watching the defense to see where that pressure's coming from, are they missing blocks? Are they overpowering guys? But I know there's been good pressure ever since this week has been in pads on Bryce and throwing away. So be curious if you could keep an eye on that and see who exactly is getting that pressure.
Exactly. Who's going to be that opposite guy to Brian Burns? I think that's a question that we're all trying to figure out the answer to, especially with the recent roster moves that they made as well.
Yeah. I'm a little disappointed, man. We hadn't gotten out one super chat tonight.
Man.
Would like to have
Where's the love at?
Just a little bit. We got to get out of here. We'll end you with a very quick snippet of what's going on. We got to pack up, had to do a lot of other stuff. But thank you all for watching. For Andre Cassidy, I'm Chris Jenkins for Charlotte Vibe. Love you. Cyrus, Daddy, Mama, all the family.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Make some noise. That's all right. That's all right, sir.
Thank you to all of our kickers. On behalf of the Carolina Panthers, we'll be donating $5,000 to Atrium Health Levine Children's Hospital. Stay tuned for Eddie's kick later in practice to see if we can raise that number. To celebrate this donation, we also have on the field with us Kelly McGregor, Assistant Vice President, Development, Atrium Health Levine Children's Hospital. Casey Welch, Director of Marketing, Morris Jenkins, and Robbie Geyer, Marketing Specialist for Morris Jenkins. Thank you.